Back now with me now is Andrew Levy, our legal analyst. What can we expect to have happen over the next day or so? And what is going on in the minds of the prosecution right now?
Well, I'm sure they're very disappointed. These were aggressive charges to begin with. And it's not surprising that with aggressive charges that the prosecution had a hard time getting a unanimous verdict. Prosecution's going to have to decide whether to retry Officer Porter. A hung jury, a mistrial, is not double jeopardy. So the prosecution is, if they choose to, can take a second crack at it and try to convince a different jury that he is guilty. But the prosecution will be given a little bit of time to make that decision. But I think that the administrative judge, Judge Pearson, if that's who's going to be, is going to put some pressure on the state to make that decision fairly quickly.
Some people have been raising the question, did the judge give the jury enough time? Should he have pushed them even further and given them more time to deliberate?
I'm a little surprised that I expected the judge to make them deliberate at least another day after today, maybe even to the end of the week, given all of the resources that were put into this. And so I was frankly a little surprised that the judge granted the mistrial today. On the other hand, the judge may have a sense of what was going on in the jury room, how polarized they were, how much of an impasse they were at, and that may be what caused him to grant the mistrial today rather than letting it play out.
For this police officer, does it feel like a victory? Should it have been a victory for him?
I'm sure Officer Porter is having a mix of emotions. On the one hand, he's very relieved. On the other hand, it's not over yet for him, and so he's not sure, frankly, how to feel.
Sure. Okay, thank you very much. Of course, we'll be getting back with you very shortly again. Let's go now to Rick Ritter once again, who has been following the protesters. We're going to be talking to him in just a few moments, and we'll have much more of our coverage continuing in just a moment. For now, we'll be back right after these words.